We have been listening to Vice President Joe Biden speaking in Nevada, and we are projecting that Bernie Sanders, NBC News projects Bernie Sanders, the winner in Nevada. Brand new breaking news numbers coming right out of Nevada. Our special team is here, and I want to go directly to Steve Kornacki at the big board. Walk us through what this means. A projected winner here, according to NBC News. Bernie Sanders takes Nevada.
So we can tell you, Ari, this has been an unusual afternoon in reaching this point. I think folks who've been following the coverage have known that early on we got entrance poll results that suggested a pretty overwhelming Sanders victory. But, of course, it is an entrance poll. It's not official vote. So we want to wait till we start getting official vote. And then before we got official vote, we started getting reports in from our spotters, from folks who work for this media consortium that covers all these different media organizations. We have spotters at some of the precincts around the state. They were taking down the results as they were announced at the precincts they were at and sending them to us. And so we were seeing that Sanders seemed to be comfortably ahead. But even at that point, for the last couple of hours, we really didn't have any official results from the state Democratic Party, which runs this. Now we're starting to get results here. You see, this is about 100 precincts, a little bit left. Less than 100 precincts that have now been reported out by the state Democratic Party. These precincts are absolutely in line with everything that we've seen in these entrance polls, with everything we've been told by our spotters has been happening around the state. And they just paint a picture here of a very clear and a very decisive victory for Bernie Sanders. You see 44% right now statewide. We'll see as 4% here. We're going to have a lot more comes in, so these numbers can move around a bit, but they are certainly pointing to an overwhelming Sanders victory. Again, there are really only 2 counties here in Nevada that have a lot of vote in them. This is the biggie. This is almost 3/4 of all the vote just from the Las Vegas Valley, from Clark County. And again, you see Sanders here running close to 50% early on. We have talked about Bernie Sanders doing extremely well, our entrance poll says, with Hispanic voters. Our entrance poll has him with an outright majority of Hispanic support in this thing, 51%, also running second to Joe Biden among African-American voters and leading among white voters as well. Also, we saw doing well from our reporters, doing very well in those casino caucuses or the Culinary Workers Union. And so Steve, overwhelming there, yes.
And Steve, as we look at this breaking news here, NBC News now formally projecting Bernie Sanders winning Nevada for the first time here today. What does it tell you? What should viewers understand as we look at this news that we can, with our election experts, project this with so little of the numbers in? What does that say about the scale of the victory?
Yeah, again, it says our entrance poll was saying probably about a 2-1 victory for Sanders over his nearest rival. It's not entirely clear who's going to be in second place here. There's a bit of a cluster. But the entrance poll was saying about 2-1. All those precincts, about 300 of them around the state, that's 1/7 of the state where we had spotters, were saying about a 2-1 Sanders victory. And what's been reported out by the state party is showing that as well. I can also show you this is what you're seeing here. This is, let me just check with my producer, make sure I'm right. Is this the national delegate count? Okay, our decision desk has also, in addition to saying that Bernie Sanders has won the Nevada Democratic caucuses, they're beginning to project the allocation of national convention delegates. Now, remember, there are 36 that will be awarded by Nevada, 36 pledged delegates. Right now, the decision desk is confident that at least 5, this number will clearly go up considerably, but at least 5 are going to go to Bernie Sanders. No confidence that anybody else is getting any so far. So 5 of those of 36, our decision desk now says goes to Bernie Sanders. And I can tell you, coming into tonight in the national delegate count, it was 23-21 Buttigieg from Iowa and New Hampshire. Just with these 5, Sanders now leapfrogs. Now, again, we expect that number to grow considerably, but 5 national convention delegates at least for Sanders.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.